So good afternoon, champion. So hoping that you are still having a great week. So I'd like to officially welcome you to our today's analysis. So today we'll be analyzing three pairs, and then I'm going to finish up the analysis with just one in dice. So I'll be analyzing the NAS 100, and then we are going to call it a day. So let us start with Euro USD. So looking at Euro USD from the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, not much to say because Euro USD, I don't know what is happening to the United States economy, but the dollar is still on a downward trend. So you can see that previously we had predicted that the market was supposed to move to the upside, but then I don't know where the market specifically going. But I tend to think that the markets are targeting this to touch this particular trend line that is here. So that is what I am waiting to see. So we have since experienced some several touches. So let me explain these touches. So you can see that the market touched this particular area, went to the upside, and then we had a move to this particular area. We had a move to the upside again. The market came down to this particular area. The market moved to the upside, came down again to this particular area, moved to this side, and then again, the markets are currently moving toward this particular trend line. So what I might be expecting the markets to do, it is just to move to the sideways again. So that is the current view that I have of where the market is planning to head on. So let me just zoom out so that you can have a clear view. So you can see that we are still on an upward trend, but then this upward trend has then been disrupted by this breakout to the downside. That is, if I may, so you can clearly see that we experienced some downward movement. So you can see on these particular areas here, we had some small consolidation, and then we had a breakout to the downside. Was still not comfortable for the market to move to the downside because I was not ready mentally for the Euro USD to move toward the downside. So I was expecting that when the markets came to this area, I was expecting for a move toward the upside. But you can see that we had a move to the upside, but when it came to this particular point of resistance, the market broke out to the downside. So I tend to think that the markets are currently targeting these areas. So moving into the 4 hour time frame. Now in the 4 hour time frame, I think that is where we are able to have a clear view of what the market is trying to do. So you can see that we had since had clear patterns from this particular point of resistance here. So looking at this area, you can see that when the market touched this particular point of trend line here, there were new patterns that were being created. So we had a touch to that particular point of trend line. Then we had another move to that particular areas. Then we had let me do this first. Sorry for that. So let me start all over. So we had a move from this particular area. We had a clear move to another attack to this area. So we had attack to this particular point of support. We had a breakout to the downside, came to this particular point of trend line. Had a move to the upside. We had a move to this particular point of support, point of resistance, a breakout to the downside, had a slight move to the sideways, then we had a clear move to the downside to this particular point of support, a move to this particular point of resistance, a move to this particular point of support, another move to this particular point of resistance, then we had a breakout to the downside to this particular point of support in these areas, then we had a move to this particular point of resistance. Then from there you can see that we had a steady move toward the downside to these particular areas before we had a clear move to this particular point of support. We had seen some small consolidation in these areas before market started moving towards the downside. So currently you can see that the market, we had a breakout to the downside in this area. So you can see that the markets created a clear breakout move to the upside, but then whenever the markets create kind of a breakout, it must always retrace to this particular point of trend line before further moving toward the downside. So what I'm currently targeting is for the market to move from its current market position to these particular areas here. And since this is a point of trend line, so the market are going to respect this point of trend line. So I'll be looking for targets to buy the Euro USD, and I'm targeting to buy the Euro USD up to these areas. We might experience some small moves. That is, if the markets are going to show a clear sign of whether they are ready to create a breakout to the upside. So that is it for Euro USD. Not much to say. So moving on to the AUD USD. So some time back, I explained that what usually happens to the dollar is usually what most likely might happen to the AUD USD. So looking at the AUD USD from the daily time frame, you can see that we had a move from this particular point of trend line, had a move to that particular point of trend line, came to this point of support, tapped this trend line again, came to this point of support here, but we had a breakout to the downside here, created a new point of support, a move to the upside, a clear move to the downside to this particular point of support, a move to the upside, then we had a straight breakout to the downside up to these areas. This looked like a change of patterns because we had a creation of new highs that were higher than the previous highs in these areas. So it was like a false confirmation of whether the markets were ready to move toward the upside. But then when the market touched this particular point of resistance, we had a move toward the downside to this particular point of trend line. So currently, I'm expecting that we are going to experience some corrections in this area for the market to move back to where it was. That is between these two trend lines that are here. And then now from this point, I'm expecting that the markets are going to create higher highs than the new higher high. I'm optimistic that it is going to be higher than the previous high. You can see this is our first high. I mean, this is our first high, then we had our second high in this area. So I hope that the third high is going to be higher than the second high. So up to this particular point of resistance. So that is what I'm expecting the markets are going to do. So and then moving into the 1 hour time frame. Now from the 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see that there was a particular pattern that was being created. You can see that we had a touch to these particular areas, had a move to the downside, this point of support, this point of resistance, a breakout to the downside. We had this particular point of support. We had some small consolidation here before we had a clear move to the upside to that particular point of resistance, small consolidation again, a breakout to the downside. So we had a lot of M shape being created. Now, currently, where the market is at this particular point, I'm expecting that the markets are going to move toward the downside. As the Euro USD is moving toward the downside, you may realize that the AUD USD is going to move toward the downside. So it will be a kind of a retest to this particular point of support. So I'm expecting that the markets are going to move to this particular point of support before moving toward the upside. So I'm expecting that the markets are going to move toward the upside to come to this particular point of resistance and also touch this particular point of trend line. So that is what I'm currently expecting the markets are going to do. So moving to the GBP USD. So looking at GBP USD, let me start from the daily time frame. Now, looking at the markets from the daily time frame, we had high expectation for Euro USD, but then we have since faced some small challenges uh, on the part of just predicting because of the sudden move toward the downside. I tend to think it is not more technical. So I tend to think that it is more fundamental. So you can see that here we had double touches to the downside, and as always, whenever we have a W shape or double touches toward the downside, it is always a clear move that the markets are going to move toward the upside. So the markets came to this particular point of resistance. We had a move up to this particular point. We had smooth points of consolidation before markets, after creating an M shape, broke out to the downside to this particular point. So what am I expecting? So currently I'm expecting that the markets are going to, you can see that they are respecting this particular point of trend line. So you can see that we are in this particular point of trend line, because you can see that we had our first touch in this area. So you can see that we had our first touch in these areas, then our second touch in these areas, then you can see that we are having our third touch in these areas. So you can clearly see that the markets are currently, I'm expecting that the markets are going to be ready to move toward the upside. So let us now move to the 4 hour time frame. Now looking at the market in the 4 hour time frame, you can just see the systematic patterns that the markets are usually, or the markets have been making when it comes to the GBP USD. So you can see that this is so we had a kind of good pattern in these areas before there was any breakout to the downside. So you can see that the markets came from this point, the market moved to the downside. We had a move to this point of resistance, point of support. We had some small consolidation in these areas, and then this consolidation, after coming to these areas, created a breakout to the upside to this particular point of resistance, came to this point of support, moved to this point of resistance, small consolidation, formation of an M, came to this beautiful point of resistance, and then we had a clear move. So the M shape in that area was a clear move that the markets were ready to create a breakout to the downside. Then we came to this point here. Now in this point we had a change of pattern, because the market now started creating well-defined patterns as they were moving toward the downside. At first I thought that it was a creation of an upward pattern, but when markets came to this particular point of trend line, you can see that we had some small consolidation, because we had a move to this particular point of resistance, then we had a move to this particular point of support, and when the market wanted to move to the upside, you can see that they respected this particular trend line here, and it was a clear downward move to that particular areas. I was not able to capture that move. Then now from this point of support, you can see that the markets broke out to these areas. So I am currently expecting that the markets are going to move from this current market position. So you can see that it is a sort of some small consolidation in these areas. So what I'm currently expecting is that the markets are going to move from their current market position to this area. So that's why you can see that I've placed in a long position, because I'm expecting that the markets are going to move into these areas, create a breakout, come to that point of, this is kind of a point of resistance. So the markets are going to move to this side, and then we'll come to these areas, have another touch to that area, because it is a previous point of resistance. So and then we are going to have a breakout to the upside to those areas. So that is what I'm currently expecting the GBP USD to do. And now finishing up with the NAS 100. Now looking at the NAS 100 from the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, you can see that the NAS 100, I've got a long position from the daily time frame, because we are still on an upward trend. You can see we are still on an upward trend. You can see the market changed their movement when they came to this particular point of resistance here. So this start to this particular point of resistance, we had a move to this particular point of support before moving to this particular point of resistance again, and then we had another move to the downside. I think this was a very strong point of resistance. So the markets moved to this particular point of support. So what I'm currently expecting, that the markets may try to create a W. So you can see this can be a double shape here. We had, I mean, double touches to the downside, and these double touches here are going to, it is kind of assuring me that it is going to create that move. So what I'm currently expecting is that these double touches, it is a clear sign that the markets are preparing themselves to move towards these levels that are here. So moving into the 4 hour time frame. Now looking at the 4 hour time frame, so let me zoom out. So you can see these clear patterns that the market have been making. So you can see this first touch here, we had a shallow touch, and then we had our third touch. Now these double touches are what are giving me a sign that the markets are ready to move towards the upside. Because for the whole of this week, I know for those who are looking at the market, we have been experiencing a lot of downward movement. I think for the whole of, from Monday, Tuesday till today, Thursday. So what I'm currently expecting, because you can see that this is double touches. So as we all know that usually double touches create a good sign for a market to move towards the downside. I mean the upside, that is. So looking at the current market position, what I might be expecting the markets to do. So you can see that the markets from this area, they came up to this area, came to this particular point. So this was some sort of, this can be a sort of some W. So you can see this W shape. So you can see that from this area, the market came to this point of support, moved to these particular areas, moved to this particular point of support. Now, this is a clear sign that you have got a W shape. That's why you can see that the market moved to this particular point of resistance. So I tend to think that the same shape is being made. So you can see that you have got this shape that is being created here. So what I'm currently expecting is that the markets are going to rise up to come to this particular point of, which this time round it is going to act as a point of resistance, because previously it acted as a point of support. So I'm expecting that the market are going to rise up to these areas, to this particular point of support, before creating new highs. So and then because next week we are going to be having a lot of because next week we are going to have the NFP news. So we are going to experience a lot of move toward the upside, certainly because we are going to be expecting a lot of new highs to be created. So you can see that currently I'm expecting that that's why you can see that I've placed in long position in this area. So in this trade, I'll just be risking a total of 50 pips for a total reward of 365 pips. So I'm just waiting, because this is a very strong point of consolidation. I'm expecting that the markets are going to come to this particular point of support, and then this is, since it is going to be a very good entry, so I'm expecting to move with the market towards the upside. So that is all that I had for you for today. And it is always my prayer that may the peeps always be with you. Thank you.